Okay, what about Muslim attitudes towards gambling? Well, what is gambling? Well, it's a game which is doing something which involves chance, where the outcome is not definitely known, but you will possibly get some money. There are many reasons why people do it. It's fun, it's excitement, it's social, because you're going out with people, often linked to hobbies like horse racing and sport, but it can become addictive. So once you're addicted, that's when you're in trouble. Now, addiction to gambling can lead to many problems, which includes serious debt, depression, stress, losing your job, becoming homeless. And that's many people have become homeless as a result of gambling. If you look at a few of the gambling shops around Peckham, look who's around there. Not everyone is like you might have relatives, we all have relatives and friends who will go down to those gambling shops and be perfectly normal people. But there are often a lot of people who are, in more troubled circumstances, and often those people are gambling addicts, are there on your streets. So, gambling, why is it forbidden? Well, it's seen as a tool of Satan's handiwork. So, it's intoxicants and gambling are of Satan's handiwork. Therefore, they're haram. They're things that Satan likes. Okay. Furthermore, in root, the root word of gambling means easy money without effort. So Islam teaches that money should be earned, not wasted. So don't squander your wealth. Squander not your wealth. If I'm wasting my money on a bit of gambling, then I'm really squandering my wealth. Squander not your wealth. Squander not your wealth. Squander not your wealth. That's a Muslim quote. Gambling makes a person dependent on luck, and that gives them no security. If money's won at the expense of someone else's loss, that's also seen to be wrong, because I am contributing money to a society, to a business that itself causes problems for other people. Also, property in Islam should be fairly traded, so to take another person's wealth is seen to be wrong. Obviously, it has bitter effects on society. Let not your hand lead to your destruction. Let not your hand, that's me throwing dice to gamble, lead to my destruction, my gambling addiction. So anything that's addictive is your hand leading to your destruction. What about the issue that also, when addicted to gambling, people cannot fulfill their responsibilities, so that's therefore seen as haram. And also, it's a selfish thrill. So as a result, the penalty for gambling is, you guessed it, public flogging, as a result of that being a deterrent to discourage people from doing the small bad things that have terrible effects on our society. So, is an interesting revision task. Explain these quotes. This is a task that Miss Banbury has set, I think, just to give credit to her. These are good tasks. Intoxicants and gambling are Satan's handiwork. Intoxicants and gambling are Satan's handiwork. Explain that quote. Pause here and explain that quote. Satan's plan is to excite enmity and hatred between you with intoxicants and gambling. Explain that quote. When they ask about drinking and gambling, say, there is a great harm. Though there are benefits for some, the sin outweighs the benefit. When asked about drinking and gambling, they say there is great harm in both. Though there are benefits for some, the sin outweighs the benefit. Make not your hands lead to your destruction. Make not your own hand lead to your destruction. Surah 2195. Squander not your wealth. Surah 1726. No one eats better food than that which they have earned by their own labours. That's a hadith. Have a go at interpreting that one. No one eats better food than that which they have earned by their own labours. Man can have nothing but for what he struggles for. Surah 53:39.